Beautiful this night in June. Okay, we'll be set here. Wait till they start coming in. You sit down. It's like
Juliet, Bingunia, Juliet, Amina, Baba, Juliet, Juliet, Gina, La Coeli, Tukuzwe. Baba, Juliet, Juliet, Bingunia, Juliet, Amina, Baba, Juliet, Juliet, Gina, La Coeli, Tukuzwe. cosa yetu hey Sume humani utu sadesa usututie kasi kamati kutitanini utu koe na yule muobuwe milele
Looks like you're getting ready to go. Well, they got another band going now. They're not graduating, right? Oh, yeah. I didn't see that. That's really cool.
Now these will all be stories someday, and our pictures will become old photographs. We'll all become somebody's mom or dad. But right now, these moments are not stories. This is happening. I can see it. This one moment when you know you're not a sad story. You are alive. And you stand up and see the lights on the buildings and everything that makes you wonder. And you're listening to that song on that drive with the people you love most in this world.
Do
And in this moment, I swear, we are infinite.
afternoon, and welcome to Rocky Mountain High School's Class of 2024 Commencement Ceremony. Please be seated. My name's Ben Harding, Senior Class President, and on behalf of all of our senior class officers, including Sarah Chico, Ruby Huber, Kaylee Hughes, Hadley Newcomer, Izzy Nickel, Amelia Schooley, and Curry Zaffarana, we would like to welcome family, friends, and the RMHS Class of 2024 to our commencement ceremony. It is our pleasure to introduce all of our guests sitting up front today. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Guests, please stand as we read your name.
Beginning with our Board of Education, Board President, Ms. Kristen Draper, Board Vice President, Ms. Jessica Zamora, Board of Education Directors, Mr. Kevin Havelda, Mr. Scott Schoenbauer, and Ms. Carolyn Reed.
Our Superintendent, Mr. Brian Kingsley, and Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Tracy Guile, members of the District Cabinet, Autumn Aspen, Jeff Connell, and Lauren Hooten.
Our principal, Dr. Craig Woodall, and assistant principals, Mr. Tim Brule, Mr. Conrad Christ, Ms. Tyler Nickel, and Mr. Ian Wells.
Our diploma name readers, as selected by the senior class, Mr. Adrian Flicht and Ms. Brianna Rumley. Our speaker, Mr. Chris O'Grady, and our torchbearer, Sophie Bruno.
The following honor staff are also being recognized as a special part of our class and our successes. Selected by administration and certified staff, Mr. Russell Stapleton. Selected by classified staff, Ms. Gina Donahue, and selected by senior class, Ms. Maya Wiley and Ms. Holly Collingwood.
Last and certainly not least, we'd like to recognize the class sponsors for the class of 2024, Ms. Gina DeFelice, Ms. Colleen Moline, Mr. Andy Meyer, Ms. Brooke Wagner, and Ms. Sandra Weeks. Please give all of these people a round of applause.
Now, please rise as we listen to the Rocky Mountain High School Music Department perform the Alma Mater.
I would now like to introduce our principal, Dr. Craig Woodall.
Please be seated. Hello and welcome to the 51st graduation ceremony of Rocky Mountain High School. So awesome to see all of you here today. Thank you, families, community, friends, people joining online. Congratulations, class of 24, for this great achievement. We are all very proud of you. And sorry about the lines. Hopefully you were able to get in okay and find a seat. We appreciate you being here. A lot of effort went into today to make this happen. Special thank you to the district leadership, custodians, setup crew, sound crew, district personnel that are here in the parking lot, all the setup. Thank you to CSU for opening your doors, and to the Rocky staff in attendance here today, and all the behind the scenes for the last few weeks that our Rocky staff has shown. We couldn't have done this without all of you. Can we get a round of applause for everyone that made this day happen? Lobos, just take a minute and look around. This place is packed, and they're all here to celebrate you. Truly is a great day to be a Beau. And this class is worth celebrating, as you are the class that has worked so hard to bring back so much of what makes us, us, our positive school culture, our school spirit, the inclusive feeling in our building, all the pieces that make up the Lobo way. We still have a lot of work to do, but the class of 24 has done a lot of the heavy lifting this year, and I thank you. You know, when you stop to think about it, your high school career has been quite the journey. I know it is every year for every graduate, but yours has been unique. If you recall, for most of you, your 9th grade year, finally a high school student, largely remote. Start of the year remote, in for a few weeks, back out. Hybrid schedule where only half the school was there. Masked, distancing, no fans at games. Didn't get to do our traditional back-to-school celebrations, activities, and assemblies. Your sophomore year, we were trying to all learn again how to do school, especially in a school of 2,000 kids. How do we do sports with masks? How do we even practice performing arts? Can we even do concerts? A lot of challenges school-wide that year. Your junior year felt a little more normal, if we can say that. And this year has felt like we are back in so many ways. We wondered if so much of what makes Rocky what it is would come back. And thanks to the class of 24, that has certainly been the case. And this class blew past normal with great enthusiasm. $22,000 raised for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. 65 families helped during Adopt a Family. Over $11,000 donated back to the community through Give Next. You have been able to maintain and even expand on so many of the things that make us Rocky. So quite a journey for sure. But your journey is in many ways just the beginning, and that's not to sell today short. We're all here, all proud of you for this accomplishment. But whether your journey takes you to the military, to college, a job, a gap year, perhaps just your parents' basement, the beauty of it is that it's your journey. Be proud of that. We often look at a class as a collective, but for you at this point, looking forward out in the world, I'm asking you to focus on you and your journey for a moment. In looking back at your individual journey, I'm hopeful that you had both ups and downs. You tried some classes and made some friends that you absolutely love. You tried some classes and made some friends that are currently not your favorite, and that's great, that's growth, that's life. Take all those memories, good and bad, as you take your first steps as high school alum, because they have shaped who you are. And as you embark on this new part of your journey, realize that our world is full of overwhelming distractions. So please know that how you see the world will determine the world that you see. If all you see out there scares you, your mind will protect you and send you back to your couch and on your phone. If you see opportunities, you will have a much better chance taking advantage of those. If you are constantly seeing the negative in things, nothing will be fulfilling. But if you find yourself able to see that silver lining, in all your situations, you will live a much happier life. Over the course of your life, the person you will spend the most time with is yourself. So put in that hard work to create the best version of yourself, which will lead to a greater life enjoyment as well as greater impact. Choose life, choose new experiences, choose hard things. Choose the harder, best choice over the decent, easy choice. Resist mediocrity, and please know that as you strive for the life you want, you will encounter obstacles. But you have shown by being here today that you can do hard things. And when those obstacles come, remember this mantra. Today is brand new, and tomorrow is too. Fear may have a voice in some of your decisions, but it should not get a vote. You will encounter doubt. And when you do, realize doubt can be a good thing. It's simply a signal that there is some learning that needs to take place. Don't let doubt and fear slow you down. Channel it to discover new things. Realize that external validation that we all seek from the outside world is at first an internal act. Have that internal confidence and watch how that changes not just your abilities, but the perspective of others around you. And big picture, to the graduates, to the staff, to the community here, some final thoughts. Every day is a gift. Let's spend less time divided, more time loving and forgiving. Tell each other the good things you see in them and what they mean to you. Spend less time on your phones, getting further entrenched and distracted. Connect. Seniors, you have shown the ability to do that at Rocky during your journey, and it will take people like you to bring about this type of change in our community and the greater world around us. I am encouraged when I think of all of you heading out into the world to make it a better place. Class of 24, today is the day we transition you from where you are to where you are from. You are now a member of a very special club. You will be an alum of Rocky Mountain High School, a Lobo for life. Use all that you have learned. Take that Lobo way with you, that internal motivation, that sense of self that makes you uniquely you, and go out and make this world a better place. Yes, our role in your life is changing, but it is not ending. We will always be here for you. I have the utmost confidence in you. You are Lobos. You're the class of 24, and I will hold a special place in my heart for each one of you. I thank you for the honor of being your principal. I love you, class of 24. Congratulations. Thank you. At this point, I would like to take a moment and recognize some groups that accomplished much during your time at Rocky. Our honors Stoll and Cord are given to students that completed their 4 years at Rocky with a 3.75 GPA or higher with a different honor cord, being added for those maintaining a 4.0 over their 4 years. Can I have all of our Honor Stoll and Honor Cord recipients please stand and be recognized for your commitment to your education? Many of these Lobos are continuing on to college that have earned scholarship. These scholarships are for academics, service, athletics, leadership, many different things. Can I have all 131 scholarship winners totaling over $10 million please stand and be recognized? At Rocky, we have multiple honor societies: National Technical Honor Society, National Honor Society, National Business Honor Society, National Arts Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Tri-M. Will you please stand if you're a member of one of these, and can we help recognize these students that have combined their academic excellence and service to their community? Seal of Biliteracy is an award given to students who have studied and attained proficiency in 2 or more languages by the time of their high school graduation. We have 76 of our seniors that have achieved the Seal of Biliteracy, the most we've ever had at Rocky receiving the seal. Can I have all those seniors please stand and be recognized? The Ascent program allows students to attend Front Range tuition-free next year if they earned at least 9 college credits while in high school. We had 103 of our seniors apply for this amazing program. Can I have all the students that will be participating in the Ascent program next year please stand and be recognized? Nice job. At Rocky, we pride ourselves in being others-focused, stressing the importance of service and the impact it can have on our greater community, and the impact it even has on ourselves. Even during these challenging parts of your journey, I saw many of you still commit to impacting your surroundings through Adopt a Family, Give Next, Cans Around the Bowl, Wish Week, just being a positive influence perhaps on your team or in your class. Can I have all of our seniors that felt like they made a difference during their time at Rocky please stand and be recognized? That is awesome. We have very talented and compassionate students, obviously, but we also have incredibly supportive and passionate staff that have committed themselves every day to make our students have every opportunity afforded to them. Education is a challenging field, and those challenges seem to grow each year. These individuals found resilience to create positive learning environment for all of our students over their journey these past few years. I'm immensely proud of the group of professionals that call Rocky home. Can I have the staff of Rocky Mountain High School in attendance here today please stand and be recognized? There's one final group I would like to honor. Could I have all the seniors that are planning on entering the military or heading to a military academy, as well as those that have completed or are heading off to an ROTC program, please stand. And can I ask any of our current or retired military in the audience, please join them as well. Thank you for reminding us that we are the home of the free because of the brave. Thank you for your time and attention. It is now my honor to introduce to you our senior class officers. Feel free to applaud for our senior class officers.
Good evening, family, friends, teachers, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2024.
We are so honored to be standing here before you tonight at such a pivotal moment in our lives. To our families, we want to thank you for making this possible. Your unconditional love, encouragement, and sacrifice has helped each one of us reach this point.
To the Rocky staff that has guided us through the challenges and uncertainties of high school, thank you. Thank you for pushing us when we needed to grow. Thank you for holding our hands when we lost sight of ourselves. Thank you for creating an environment where we knew it was okay to fail. And most of all, thank you for lifting us back up every time we failed.
And of course, we would like to extend our thanks to the class of 2024. Without the support of one another, the challenges of balancing school, sports, clubs, and work would have been overwhelming. Take a moment to reflect on the friendships formed, often from unexpected encounters in classes we shared. We leaned on each other not only for missed notes and study groups, but also for support, encouragement, and friendship. For these connections, we are forever grateful.
Standing here today, I can't help but notice a bittersweet feeling amongst our class. We are beyond excited to have reached this moment, a moment which we have been working towards for 13 years. For some of us, there is a feeling of immense pride in meeting a goal which at times felt impossible. Others are filled with relief at having turned in their last homework assignment. And yet, these feelings are met with a looming cloud of uncertainty as we begin our futures.
Entering a new phase of life can be intimidating. We no longer have the structure of mandatory attendance, graduation requirements, or countless adults monitoring our progress and looking out for our success. We are guided solely by our individual goals and desires.
Rather than fear the imminent change, let's welcome it and celebrate the freedom we are leaving with today.
Our progress as a class was not linear. It was up and down as we took the challenges that were thrown at us. Whether it was pulling an all-nighter to finish an essay or battling the lack of motivation during our final semester, we can all think of a challenge we faced and the emotions that came with it.
At first, the task at hand feels insurmountable. It can be so hard to look beyond our emotions to the challenge itself. It's overwhelming, scary even, when we have to jump into something without knowing the best place to start.
For most of us, when we are struggling with something, we don't realize that the people around us are wrestling with the same thing. Although we each had an overall unique experience at Rocky, we shared certain challenges.
I'm sure we can all think of one year or one class that was more academically demanding than the others, and during that time, it seemed like it would be impossible to succeed, but we did it. We made it here.
And we must not forget our freshman year. We were collectively challenged with being adaptable as we shifted from virtual to hybrid to wearing masks at school. No other class has been forced to figure out their identity already 6 months into their freshman year, and yet we did it.
We can all easily imagine the feelings of overwhelming anxiety, fear, and weakness that come with any new challenge. But what's more significant is the feeling of pride when you finally overcome something, knowing that although it seemed hard and unfeasible at first, you did it. You conquered a challenge, you solved a problem, or you simply survived something you never thought you would. This cycle of challenges, though tough and grueling at times, is ultimately what shapes us to be who we are.
If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. These are the words we have chosen for our class motto. As representatives, we have gotten the privilege to see the strength, perseverance, and utter commitment that our class shows in the face of adversity. This quote not only recognizes the struggles that each and every one of us has experienced, but also articulates an important message that we hope you carry with you in the future. While challenges are uncomfortable, they also present the best opportunities to grow and build resilience. As we graduate from one chapter of our lives and move on to the next, we are going to encounter many challenges. But it is important to reflect on the moments where you struggled and how it allowed you to grow as a person. Find strength in the moments where you thought you couldn't continue. Take pride in the times where you tried again after failing. And continue to test yourself by jumping into difficult things. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you.
Here at Rocky, we excelled in classes, got involved in various activities, and took advantage of opportunities that shaped our values and helped us find a purpose.
Rocky allowed us to spread our wings in a safe and comfortable environment so that we could develop as leaders and individuals. After 4 years, it is evident that we are prepared for the endeavors that await us.
Now, as we spread out into the world as scholars, employees, and entrepreneurs, we can apply the skills and lessons we have learned.
Some of us will continue to expand our knowledge. Others will enter the workforce, and some will take a well-earned break to explore themselves and the world. No matter where you're going or what the future holds for you, remember where you started here at Rocky.
Class of 2024, as we stand at the threshold of this new chapter of our lives, let us not forget the lessons we have learned, the connections we have made, and the experiences that have shaped us into who we are today. Through all the ups and downs, we've all accomplished something truly remarkable. But we must remember that graduating high school has never been the end goal, and we must now look forward to what's next. I ask that all of you embrace the challenges that lie ahead, for it is through adversity that we truly learn what we are capable of achieving. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So be not afraid of failure, for within failure lies the unlimited potential for growth and discovery. Our future is waiting, and it is waiting with the open arms of possibility. I have no doubt that we will each go on to achieve incredible things. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And now, let's go show the world what the Lobo Nation is capable of. Now, please help me welcome Justin Gurovich singing Grow As We Go.
You say there's so much you don't know. You need to go and find yourself. You say you'd rather be alone, 'cause you think you won't find it tied to someone else. Who said it's true that the growing only happens on your own? They don't know me and you. I don't think you have to leave. If to change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. You won't be the only one. I am unfinished, I've got so much left to learn. I don't know how this river runs, but I like the company through every twist and turn. Who said it's true that the growing only happens on your own? They don't know me and you. You don't ever have to leave. If to change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. I don't know who we'll become. I can't promise, it's not written in the stars. But I believe that when it's done, we're gonna see that it was better that we grew up together. Tell me you don't wanna leave, 'cause if change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to now introduce Your senior speaker voted on by our senior class, Mr. Chris O'Grady.
Sup, y'all? There are a lot of you out there. Thank you for coming. My name's Chris. If we've never met, thanks for coming to be part of this day to celebrate these awesome people. Seniors, thank you for asking me to be a part of your day. I can't tell you how honored I am that you would ask, and it is my honor over the next couple minutes to try to make you not regret that choice. Also, not embarrass myself too much because Profe Ring gave me a ride here, and I need him to give me a ride home. So we're going to try to play it cool as we go. But here's the thing. I'm a teacher. Like, I don't really do this. There are a lot of people here, and so I'm pretty nervous. But here's the thing. I like graduation. I think there's something pretty special about us all getting in the same room together, even if it is a really strangely shaped room that looks like a whale. It's just cool to be together one last time and just share this space. And the thing is, we don't do this very much in our culture anymore. We don't get in the same room and do things together because it's inconvenient. I mean, just think how inconvenient it was to get here today. It's inefficient. We could have just emailed you your diploma in a PDF. Could have had it saved forever. But instead you had to come here. You had to get all dressed up, a billion people taking pictures of you. Have you seen how many cameras are running around this place? It is a camera festival. I know you're all stressed about the walk up here. It's going to go fine. Even if you fall, that's great. Just a great story to tell for the rest of your life. And we get the Friday night, which means we got all the lights, we got all the spectaculars. There's nobody coming after us. Like, this is kind of our night, so get comfortable. I'm sorry if you were hoping for a quick speech, but you picked me, so settle in. And I'll tell you, for most of my life, I thought that my life was really about nights like tonight. Nights where everybody was here to be my best and my brightest under the lights, to perform, to celebrate my accomplishments and stand on them. And then the rest of life, the parts in between, well, those were just boring parts to endure. They were the lead up just to make it through. And this is cultural. I mean, this is how we talk all the time. I just can't wait to make it to Friday. Oh, boy, I can't wait for this to be over. Boy, I can't wait to hurry up through this thing. Like life was a contest to be endured. But as I sat and I thought about you, and I thought about what I dream for you, what I've learned from being a part of your life at Rocky, is that when I think about what I'll miss the most, it doesn't have much to do with what you've done and what you've accomplished, not what you've done on your bright nights under Friday light nights. I think that's night lights, Friday night lights. But it's a lot more about who you are. It's a lot more Tuesday morning than it is Friday night. It's a lot more about the mundane and the simple than it is the grand and extraordinary. See, it was a Tuesday morning about this time last year that I got the call that my grandfather had died. Those are the kind of things that just don't happen when they're super convenient. And many of you know my grandfather was my hero. He was the person I'd most want to be here on a night like tonight. He's probably the person in my life I most hoped would be proud of me. And you know, it's strange, he was 99 years old when he died, and shoot, he was 67 when I was born, and most people don't get as close to somebody that old as I did. But now that he's gone, I don't really wish that he's there for more of the big moments. It's the little ones that I want back. Because I just think about when I was a little boy and I could crawl up into his lap and read a book. I'm back there. When I sat there crying at his funeral, I wasn't thinking at all about the things he'd done, but I was overcome with gratitude for the little boy who felt like he didn't fit in, who felt things a little bit too deeply, who used to throw the pieces when he lost at Monopoly because that game's stupid, and that he was able to find a way to love that little boy, because that's who he was to me. He was home. When I sat there reflecting on his life, two things came to mind. The first was the realization that my grandfather could love me like that because he was so good at the thing we try to talk about all the time. He lived process over product. I mean, my grandfather was a G. I got to tell y'all, he was probably AT&T's oldest customer. Like he taught me how to FaceTime so he could talk to his great-grandkids. He loved learning new things, trying new projects, learning how to fix things. He'd go fix his elderly neighbor's stuff when he was 2 or 3 decades older than they were. And I'll always remember the day, he and I used to do a little book club where I'd send him a book, and he got one in the mail one time. He said, "Chris, you don't have to keep sending me books. I can just get them for free from the library app on my phone. Just text me the title. And I'll never forget the joy on his face when he held each of my kids and marvel at their movements. He really loved being alive, and loving me and seeing me for more than my faults wasn't something that required effort for him. That was just a part of who he was. And I hope you don't mind me sharing some stories of my grandfather on your day, because it brings me a lot of joy. But moreover, because the things I loved about my grandfather are the same things that I love about you. And so I hope this isn't weird to say, but the second thing that came into my mind while I was grieving my grandfather was you. I was overwhelmed with joy in my time of sorrow because the space that we get to share with you and the ways that you've taught me more about what matters. Because you've let me in on your Tuesday mornings. You let me see the joy of what can happen when you are willing to enter the process. And it's funny because some people, they're terrified of spending time with teenagers, and I got to be candid, it's a little weird spending time with people who just can't wait to get away from you. I mean, always checking the clock, how long until I can leave you? And then, by design, you're supposed to leave. But I'm honest when I'm saying I'm a better person because of you. And I smiled, thinking about how proud my grandfather was of where I spend my Tuesday mornings. And that if I have been able to be anything useful to you, it's because of him. There's now a little part of my grandfather that lives on in you. But you see, in our culture, this kind of process versus product gets tricky because we always want something to measure. We want something to hold up and say, hey, look, this thing, it's important. Look at it. But the truth that you've been teaching me is that maybe the most important things aren't the ones you can measure and package as a product. If you really want to suck the juice out of life, it's got to be more than just what's on your resume. And I think the truth is that any of us would be honest that our favorite coworker, we don't measure by their sales chart. I've never been to a wedding anniversary where they talked about how great their marriage was by what was on their resumes. And I don't know anybody who's talked about the one time they hung out with their best friend, because friendship doesn't happen one time. Many of you know that this year, Mr. Knobloch was named Teacher of the Year in our district. Come on. And listen, I'll tell y'all, I was excited about that because it was about time people got on board. But if you know Mr. Knobloch like I do, it did not take a Teacher of the Year award to convince you of his worth, because I've got to see that man grind and sweat and cry to make a better future for his students every day. Because I know the man and the teacher and the father that he is every day. Because I've seen the look on your faces when you talk to me about the love that he's shown you in his classes. Because I've seen his Tuesday mornings, and so have you. And so as you look around today and think about who's been the Teacher of the Year in your life, you probably realize you're not thinking of their trophy cases and their resumes. You think about the love that they showed you when you needed it. And you're probably thinking there are about 100 of them because I work with an army of badasses. Sorry, grandmas. But shoot, I've really learned this from parenting, because if there's anything I hope I do well, it's to be a dad to my 3 kids, Nora Grace, Hank, and Addie Mae. It's the one thing I want at the top of my resume, is that I was a good parent. And I know I've probably got a lot of parents that can back me up on this, but there can't be an activity in life that has a worse feedback loop than parenting. I mean, there's no rubric for parenting. Even the best parents have to feel like they're failing all the time. Because even if you've been a parent before, you've never been a parent to that kid, and you've never been a parent to that kid at that age. The learning curve is steep. I mean, y'all, they hand you a baby, and you go home. No instruction manual, no read this and do this at this time, and they're like, we'll see you in 5 years for kindergarten. Good luck. And then, who gets to decide if I've been a good dad? Is it me? I clothed you, I fed you, check, I'm a good dad? Is it my kid? Because if so, I'm in a lot of trouble. Especially when I say no to a sleepover. It's bad. It's bad. Or is it all of you, since you're the ones who actually have to deal with them? And a special shout out to Miss Beth, Miss Troutman, and Miss Clark at Johnson Elementary for actually dealing with my kids. And the truth is, maybe all of those, some of those, a mix. So what do we do with that? What do we value? Because my kids, like you, are not a finished product. We don't have a way to judge if I've done my job well until long after it's done. And while sometimes we pretend like today is the end of our job with you, it's got to just be the start. Because if you're the best you'll ever be today, we failed. It's our hope at Rocky that your life gets exponentially better from here. And while we can rejoice at what you've accomplished when you're 18, we won't really know if what we tried to teach you worked for a long time. Because the questions that really matter don't get answered with your scholarships and your awards. They're a lot harder to answer. Because when you're ready to leave here, are you ready to experience gratitude, to express it to the people who made you you? When you arrive at your next stop, can you find joy in your experience? Can you look out for those who need you? Can you bring hope to those who don't have it? Can you live with enough humility to say your accomplishments aren't your own? Can you be resilient when life punches you in the mouth? Can you get up at 3 a.m. when that baby is crying and your partner hasn't slept in weeks? That's how we'll know if what we did here worked. So I hope then that I can remind you that the gift you have given me is the same superpower as you go to meet these challenges. Because process makes you more compassionate. Like my grandfather, when you're not worried about how you measure up, you're ready and free to hear about someone else's struggles. When you go to change the world, you know that human progress does not float on wheels of inevitability. And you must become tireless workers in the pursuit of justice. And tireless work doesn't happen once, it happens on Tuesday mornings. Process makes you humble because you know the results will fluctuate. No athlete, no musician, no spouse, no parent, no friend is great every time out. Process allows you integrity because you won't have to worry about cutting corners because your worth comes from knowing that good things take time. You'll be the one who doesn't mind when your work gets unnoticed because you value the work more than you value the notice. It will give you the courage to be who you say you are. Someone who will double down on what you believe in instead of waving in the wind, waiting for someone else to tell you the right thing to do. And process makes you resilient, makes you tough. It's what helps you persevere. It's why we ask you to do hard things, because life has work in it. It's why we create things that make you struggle, because life involves pain. And it's why sometimes I write out really bad instructions, because life is also a little unclear. And none of that is something to be avoided about life. That's the good stuff. That's what we're alive for. That's what you've taught me. It's what Parker taught me. Because today I rejoice that we've gotten to see you struggle, gotten to see you overcome, to see you do the right thing when there was every incentive for you not to. You see, I couldn't miss a chance today to remind you that when you are where you are next, and we're not there with you on your Tuesday mornings, to come back to your process, to embrace the boring, the pain, the uncertainty, and the struggle, because that's where life is. And you know, this time in your life, a lot of people will offer you advice to do what you love and to follow your passion. And then, while I hope you do absolutely find something you love in your life, and I hope that you grow your passions deeply, when I think about what you have taught me, I tell you, I hope more fervently that you find something to do that you believe in. Because I hope if you've been in my room, you know that I love teaching. And I have a whole ocean of passion for the work that we do together. But I also know you've been there on a lot of Tuesday mornings when I didn't feel that much passion. A lot of days we've come to school and we didn't love what we were doing that day. There are a lot of days on our calendar, like a lot of them, when love and passion are not going to get us through. There's days when I've just had to pack my lunch pail and do the yeoman's work. And in my experience, I don't know that anything really meaningful can really be sustained just with passion. And there's a lot of things that are important in your life that you might not love doing all the time. But what does sustain me and what does keep me going is belief. It is that regardless of how I feel about it, regardless of how apathetic or checked out you were that day, I believe in what we do. I believe in community. I believe in making each other better. I believe in life before death. I believe in knowing things better than not. I believe in family. And so my hope is to find that for you, something that you believe in so deeply that it survives when the flame of passion isn't burning, something that sustains you. And if you're lucky, you might find others who share that belief and encourage you on your toughest mornings. Because the greatest boon to my belief is the dignity and the belief of the people I get to work with, those people who have loved you and are surrounding you today. And for you, you have fostered my belief. You have sustained me in this work. And so I want to leave you with this. Most of you know, before I worked at Rocky, I was a behavioral support person for people with autism. And when you work with people, you end up going to way more funerals than you wish you did. And earlier this year, I had to go to a funeral of a young man I'd worked with, who I had not seen in some time. And as I listened to his family shares the story of his life, I sat reflecting on just how good he was at process too. You know, because we live in a society that can have such low expectations for people with disabilities, he never accomplished the things my grandfather did. And while my grandfather lived for 99 years, he was only 27. In fact, he probably never accomplished anything that our culture might call significant. Shoot, he probably never had a resume. And in such a different way than my grandfather, his life was a testament to how our lives are interconnected, how profound his life was on mine if we pay attention. And this dude, let me tell you, there were some stories and a lot of memories. But as I sat there, there was one memory that came out from the rest, and it made me think of you. So I hope it's okay if I share this story because it makes me think of you. Part of my job with him was to take him home, and he lived up behind Horsetooth. And it was late one night. We were running late. I kind of run late a lot. And we were driving up there, and I was kind of in a hurry to get home. And one of the things he'd do sometimes is he'd pop off his seatbelt. And so he pops off his seatbelt, dives under the seat, and so I got to pull the van over. And we pull over on the side of the road. If you've been up there by Horsetooth, it's like a kind of small turnoff lane. And I'm like, we got to get going. We're late. I'm feeling rushed. And so I sit there. I give him a couple redirections. And after a minute, I realize that he's on the floor of the van, and he's crying. And it's not a soft cry. It's a weeping. The kind that you really only feel when you are so struck by a sadness you can't shake. And this shook me, because this is the toughest dude I've ever met. So I got out of the driver's seat, and I came back, and I sat with him while he cried. And my buddy was nonverbal, and so I'll never really know why he was upset that day. I'll never be able to hear with words what was going on. And I'll never know, was he upset that something mean somebody had said to him? Maybe it was because most people that ever looked at him with skepticism or fear or disdain because he was different. Or maybe he was sad because he was never going to be able to tell his mom with his words how much he loved her. Maybe he was sad he couldn't tell his dad how grateful he was for his sacrifices. I'll never know. And that day he may never have remembered. But as I sat with them and we wept together, looking up at that full moon above Horsetooth, you know those beautiful nights. I knew that was what it meant to be alive. To share these moments in time and to share the beauty of process with those of whom we are lucky enough to share them with. And I was lucky to share that with him that day, and we've been blessed to share these moments with you, to share the process of learning and growing together and to get to be there as you processed joy and fear and grief and sorrow, discovery and promise. And that's the gift you've given us, who've gotten to be a part of your process, who've got to see you grow up. And so today, as you sit there hoping this is over soon, and I promise I'm almost done, may you be reminded that today we celebrate not just what you have done, but who you are becoming. Thank you for teaching me that. Thank you for sustaining me and for nurturing my belief. Because no matter where you go and no matter how rough that road may be, process will be there, and we will always be rooting for you. Class, we love you and I appreciate you. Much love.
Thank you so much, Mr. O'Grady, for sharing such a personal message. We really appreciate you taking the time to do that. It is now my pleasure to introduce Julia Kirkwood, who wrote an original song for the class of 2024 called Home.
My story wouldn't start until 18, but it turns out I've been working on the moments in between. Isn't it strange how fast things change? Friends are come and gone, and for that we'll never be the same. And isn't it strange how people grow? We started as strangers, now because of you I'm no longer alone. fast things change. Friends are come and gone, and for that we'll never be the same. And isn't it strange how fast people grow? We started as strangers, now because of you I'm no longer alone. Oh, I know not everybody makes it, but we were strong enough to take it. So here's to the ones that we've lost along the way. We live for the people who aren't here with us today. Isn't it strange how fast things change? Friends are come and gone, but I'll never forget your name. Oh, isn't it strange how fast people grow? Started as strangers, now because of you I'm no longer alone. And it may be over, but we don't have to let it go. We'll always have these memories. We'll always have a place to call We'll always have these memories. We'll always have a place to call our home.
That was incredible, and let's just be honest, we're spoiled because we get to experience voices like Justin, like Julia's, inspiration from Mr. O'Grady. This is what makes us us, so thank you. How about our senior class officers, an 8-person speech? That was pretty seamless. I have a hard enough time keeping track of one speech, so amazing talent on display today. All right, at this time, it is my privilege to recognize the valedictorian and salutatorian of the class of 2024. Valedictorian and salutatorian are determined by calculating the highest adjusted grade point average earned by our students utilizing additional grade points for college-level courses. As I call your name, please come forward to receive your medal. Our 2024 salutatorian, heading to CU Boulder in the fall with a GPA of 4.33, is Connor Ackerfield. Our 2024 valedictorian, heading to UCLA in the fall with a GPA of 4.356, Henny Wu. Congratulations to all the graduates on a great career here at Rocky Mountain High School. You will certainly be missed. Mr. Brian Kingsley and the Board of Education, I certify that these students have met the requirements for graduation, and it is with great honor and joy that I present to you the class of 2024.
Good evening, everyone. Let's give these Lobos another round of applause, please. I want to get a great look at you. I'm Brian Kingsley, and it's my privilege as the proud superintendent of PSD to celebrate you tonight, the class of 2024. This is hands down one of my favorite parts of the school year. Dr. Woodall and your leadership team, I want to thank you and affirm that you are so right that every day is a gift. And I think what makes Rocky so special is you're not afraid to speak to the power of love, whether it's a teacher who is selected on behalf of its students to speak or its leadership. Every time I come into your school, the first sign that I see is the importance of grounding ourselves in self, purpose, and place. And having the courage to talk about loving oneself, loving your purpose, finding your passion, finding what drives you to make an impact in your community, and recognizing that we can have an opportunity to do that together in a special place like Rocky. The senior class officers who spoke here today, I want to say thank you and acknowledge that you are right as well. The power of connection, not just with the Rocky staff, but how you acknowledge that there's power in the connection that you have with one another as the class of 2024 made my heart swell. You talked about pride and gratitude, embracing change, as well as the importance of learning and knowing that you have the ability every day to overcome adversity. You are right. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. I want to give another round of applause for Justin and Julia, please. I would refer to them, I'm not much, in terms of an expert around show business, but I would refer to both of those young adults as triple threats. I've seen them sing, I've seen them dance, and I know they can act, and I will say, Justin, Kevin Bacon's got nothing on you. Julia, I have, in the 3 years that I've been the proud superintendent of this district, I have seen you perform more than any other student, and every single time, you make my heart swell. You reminded us today of home. I'll tell you a true story. At your holiday concert as a school at the Lincoln Center this past holiday season, you sang a song and I cried like a baby. I went into my car after it, still tearing up a little bit. And I said, I gotta find this song. I went to Spotify, I went to Amazon, I went to Apple Music, and you know what? It was another Julia original. You are a blessing to us, and I want to say thank you, and I want to wish both you and Justin very well wishes on your next adventure. Please come back home and continue to grow as we go. Chris, thank you. Thank you for having the power and the vulnerability of sharing your humor, your heart, your energy, and parts of your story. In many instances, this is true in terms of what makes us who we are. We are incredibly lucky in PSD to have teachers like Chris who make those types of connections a priority and recognize it's not just about what you do, but it's more important of recognizing who you are and the power of how we grow as young people and old people too. And I also want to give a special congratulations to Henny and Connor. The incredible academic scholarship that you have been recognized for today is nothing short of amazing. There are many people who are in this crowd here today that helped me prepare my remarks. I want to give a special thank you to Alistair, Kaylee, Justine, and Sophie. Thank you for helping me get to know you, your fellow graduates, and the power of the Lobo Way. What I've learned is that your class is one to be admired. You started high school under a unique set of circumstances, yet you persevered. When you returned to in-person learning, you were grateful for every class and extracurricular activity that you can get your hands and heart on. That gratitude inspired you to seize opportunities and pursue your passions. As you grew, you became role models for younger students. That's what your principal was talking about. We have overcome the pandemic experience as a result of your leadership. Please know that we're grateful for that. You showed our younger students that, that they don't have to like what everyone else likes or do what everyone else does, that you can carve out your own path and find what truly makes you happy. Along the way, the teachers and staff you met at Rocky showed you that anything is possible and that there is no single pathway to success. As Sophie so eloquently described it, there is a pathway for each and every one of us to grow, but our individual passions help fuel one another. As you reflect on your time at Rocky, I hope that you remember your individual accomplishments, because there are many. I hope that you also remember the kindness, the community, and the unity that you found here, and the imprint that you've made on those around you. From unified sports to peer counseling, from individual pursuits to collective growth, you have shown that anything is possible if you work hard and believe in yourself. Now, as you prepare to go your separate ways, it's only natural to feel a mix of excitement and apprehension. After spending 4 years walking alongside each other, you're about to sprint into very different directions. The paths that you've chosen are as unique and special as you are. Our district prioritizes preparing every student to graduate with options. As the keeper of the class of 2024 Instagram account that tracks where all of you are headed, Kaylee tells me that your class has taken that to heart. You've chosen options ranging from military service to missionary work, enrolling in 2-year and 4-year colleges right away, or some of you are even taking a gap year, staying close to home, or finding an adventure in a new city, state, or country. Wherever you go, be confident in your choices and in your abilities. You may have heard the saying, "Don't look back, you're not going that way." I don't agree with that. I think you can look back on your time as a Lobo, consider it your forever home, draw from the experiences and lessons that you've learned over the last 4 years, and let them inspire you to keep going on the path that you were meant to travel. No matter where you're headed, know that the world awaits the amazing things that you will accomplish next. I have no doubt that whatever lies ahead will bring you joy, fulfillment, and stories that you will be eager to share with the lifelong friends that you've made at Rocky. Congratulations, the class of 2024. Graduates, may I ask that you please rise? Yes, give them a round of applause. They've earned it. We're all here for you. Principal Woodall, I am honored to accept the 2024 graduates of Rocky Mountain High School Board of Education President Draper as the proud superintendent of Poudre School District. I now present to you the Rocky Mountain High School class of 2024. Congratulations, y'all.
As president of the Poudre School Board of Education and on behalf of the entire Board of Education, it is my honor to confer diplomas on you, the Rocky Mountain High School class of 2024. Congratulations. Woo!
We got time. We got time.
Connor Jacob Ackerfield. Henny Wu. Sarah Noel Chico. Ruby Cecilia Huber. Kaylee Elizabeth Hughes. Trevor Josiah Ortel. Ashlyn Courtney Tilley. Cadence Adele Richardson. Ivan Lee Evans. Jovan Robert Ortiz. Sarai Makia Teka. Tyler Lane Kesterson.
Hadley Ray Newcomer. Amelia Marie Schooley. Isabel Rose Nickel. Curry Lucia Zaffarana. Gabriel Rachel Butty. Jordan Haley Ackerfield. Riley Ann Hernandez. Jace Devin Holly. Aiden James Pavick. Benjamin Richard Milchek. Moses Daniel Montoya. Silas Charles Matthew Reed.
Julian Alderman Marks. Ivan Bernard Rosauer. Alexis Aurora Rivard. Hayden Porter Bauer. Melanie Ide Medina. Melanie Selena Campos. Christopher James Dunn. Caitlin May Goss. Scarlett Rose Ranzio. Cody Jacob Hamby. Leo Thomas Beveridge.
Lana Jean Novogoratz. Dahlia Joy French. Ireland Kate Nickel. Samantha Ann Harvey. Leah Maria Sanner. Chin Alexa Brooklyn Bunn. Kate May Green. Shaden Ray Klein. Eliza Ray Katona Murphy. Victoria Lynn Keller. Sedona Ann Ross. Mariella Elizabeth Douglas.
Miguel Eduardo Rodriguez Pena. Kai Silvestri Sean. Erin Ashley Rooney. Megan Lane Mart Curvin. Caleb Shane Meager. Nicole Carolina Gudeman. Eamon Kareem Mohammed. Jackson Tucker Camp. Noah Thomas Rogers. Caden Michael Pastor. Preston Michael Burt. Serena Nucia Duffy.
Benjamin Robert Harding. Jack Alex Zamora. Charles Russell Bray. Emma May Meyer. Leonardo Paul Baker. Teresa Marjorie Collingwood. Tanner Ray Moats. Jason Scott Keller. Maggie Diane Dillon. Carlando Quincy Hayes. Sage Mackenzie Young Sieber. Sage Alaire Bennett.
Ready? Bradley Madsen. Brendan Conrad James Seipel. James Edward Baird. Aubrey LeRae McCartney. Roman David Stevely. Johan Josue Guillen Quintana. Charlotte Mazi Annalise Glidewell DeVries. Ella Mackenzie Rain Naples. Zachary Edward Werner. Megan Kelly Mason. Abigail Elizabeth Peebles.
Samuel Robert Himmett. Andre Lamar Lovett. Kendall Grace Schallenberg. Cooper Brian Lilly. Maya Shea Potter. Abigail Rebecca Duran. Cole Allen Basansany. Ian Benjamin Colson. Lance Eric Gilbertson. Colby Marshall Ford. Luke Hayden Spagnolo. Ariana Jeanette Vicarizade.
Samantha Lynn Ball. Kaimon Nakai Cobb. Fernando Tristan de la Cruz. Liam Michael Veal. Sammy Nicholas Sabak. Hayden Douglas Owen. Thomas Hudson Kicklighter. Kaylin Michelle Clare. Jack Mitchell Schulte. Silas Shintaro Norris. Daniel William Krager. Dashiel Antonio Fuentes.
Vincenzo Anthony Napolitano. Mia Grace Jacobson. Patrick Joseph Durbis. Chancey Joe Swinnerty Anderson. Devin Kendra Kernahan. Natalia Marie Cifuentes. Ralston Arthur Vandervliet. Alexander Michael Carl. Jasmine Lee Klebach Mencia. Isabella Sofia Gattinella. Julia Jane Kirkwood. Keurig Roselle.
Mara Lee Nunez. Autumn Lee Cordova. Will Porter Cummins. Amelia Kate Stidolf. Mira Malin Anderson. Madeline K. Yates. Eric David Sheeler. Bailey James Livengood. Emma Marie Nicolai. Brandon Andrew Johnston. Edward Robert Gustafson. Nicole Halen Dema.
Matthew Alexander Mueller. Madeline Amelia Blake. Cadence Grace Dantas. Michaela Noel Cuddy. Keely May Berry. Jared Lee Salisbury. Mila Rose Babel. Devlin Kendrick Thompson. Madison Ray Jackson. Emma Ann Fletstra. Sydney Ryan Schlepp. Nyala Jean Van Nuys.
Marianne Gaines Bringhurst. Lacey Jane Nixon. Madeline Rose Bednarik. Davin Aaron Levon Dyson. Aiden Philip Stegner. Cyrus Alexander Zahakis. Addison Jane Osilka. Jorge Eric Quinones Villalobos. Tanner Nathan Sherburne. John Charles Flaherty. Henry McGee Koenig. Ezekiel Paul Kazanowski.
Max Lynn Hahn. Devin Isaac Brailsford. Giovanni Dean Marconi. Avery Lynn Collip. Lily Mae Hinton. Isabel Lily Kinder. Ulberto Ramirez Olivas. Zoe Ann Dehan. Wesley Pascal V. Robert Callahan Brewstead. Aaron Yvonne Bomer. Austin Eugene Whitman.
Daniel Paul Scotty. Macaulay Edward Bouton. Nuri Mufta Shawish. Logan Douglas Agnew. Anna Elizabeth Weber. Faith Rose Ridinger. Darwin Owen Fincham. Dominic Lee Cisneros Montgomery. Faustina Ousoa Bauten. Francois Kapinga. Kathleen Clifford Carson. Abraham Julel Shatila.
Bailey Leanne Herzog. Kiara Viola Anvit Ruff. Bailey May Ashbaugh. Justin Robert Morris. Peter Lewis Walker Rademacher. Mason Kanoa Pascaya. Cora Monet Schilt. Samantha Paige Marie Elam. Aurelia Jean Menchaca. Camden Marie Glenn. Colton Robert Runyon. Dalen Kale Gonzalez.
Caden Ray Whitney. Rita Elilyn Fidoa. Tessa Ann Steinmates. Wyatt Jean Metzler. Luke Alexander Winger. Helen Louise Flenner. Duncan Matthew Bowes. Avery Pearl Wagnold. Jonah Luciano Nixon Keller. Caitlin Camille Parson. Blake Robert Seidel.
Josephine Betty Desmarais. Brianna Yaneli Rodriguez. Elizabeth Ann Usry. Sophia Melissa Snyder. Luke Lee Hayes. Anthony Isaiah Cole. Logan William Michelle. Brooklyn Janae Diaz. Aiden James Newman. Mia Lynn Benz. Mia Inga Ramin. Alok Sanjay Advani.
Perry Cole Anderson. Rex Nicholas Rowley. Justin Alexis Gurevich. Gabriela Cassandra Galelli. Madison Nove Maldonado. Luis Enrique Hernandez Contreras. Charles Stewart Sparks. Agatha Maya Borchert. Dylan Ross Nesbitt. Aviela Ariea Cordova. Gabriel Augustine Philippe. Edward Winter Mossbach Tucker.
Benjamin Michael Zenisek. McCaden Rick Schofield. Layla Grace Ronaldus. Janaya Jade Marie Spletter. Brendan Roscoe Clements. Hazel June Barber. Alexandra Elizabeth Knight. Genesis Solimar de la Cruz. Brendan Ray Tesley. Deacon William Kopp. Jill Catherine Johnson. Kate Elise McGonigal.
Ashley Ariano. Ethan Wild Peterson. Dylan Grace James. Kendall Ann Moore. Xander Mark Neidhart. Jordan Elizabeth Clark.
Hazley Lynn Leskinen. Zachary John Lansford. Bridget Amanda Brackeen. Isabella Grace Paduska. Eva Cherie Hatfield. Ayala Joanne Wilson.
Nora Stevie Johnson. Ashton Symes Coleman. Jake Matthew Dobb. Soren Joshua Campbell. Joshua Harley Morinson. Talia Marie O'Connell. Samuel Christopher Kaner Darst. Nicholas Anthony Ronquillo. Riley Jana Scharf. Laird Taylor Comer. Lincoln Eli Erickson. Ellie Elena Duet Champagne.
Orion Lucas Rayburn. Peyton Ronee Marsh. Maya Muriel Saunier. Noah Thomas Stilson. Olivia Diane Tobiasen Baitinger. Drake Edmund Burkholder. Meredith Jane Beller. Blake Kelly Agnew. Adrian Matthew Montoya. Kaylee Maria Narvaez. Daniel Cole McBride. Zane Wyatt Buckley.
Cato Renee Dorego Bard. Jackson Garrett Meyer. Reese Kaylin Trevina. Caleb Austin Quinton. Keely Shay Tennyson. Hannah Godwin Pruch. Xavier Michael Harris. Ella Jo Flemister. Alexandra Virginia Palermo. Axel Cedar Manter. Kayla Lee Brannon. Brecken Wyatt Reagan Vicetal.
Kaylee Marie Sipple. Madeline May Winokur. Gail Sanderson. Levi Emerson Tech. Rachel Vaughn Griffin. Daniel Andres Gonzalez. Logan Silas Cleveringa. Kirsten Taylor Askew. Roman Elizabeth Sudreth. Rain Bromley. Ashley Levette Sleeter. Oakley Adam Wilco.
Audrey Elise Larson. Connor James Davidson. Bernadetta Larasati Prasetilla. Jackson Darby Kuritz. Maximus Taylor Montoya. Lucas Dane Roselle. Skylar Pearl Larson. Manoj Sanjay Advani. Sierra Mitchell Corbin. Catherine Eileen Bowman. Zachary Fairchild Stymack. Colby Andrew Lewis. Henry David Brown. Trinity Leanne Pena. Wesley Yvonne Vasquez. Brecken James Atilano. Ronnie Glavagine Hart. Caden Matthew Major. Efren Beriato Sandoval. Wesley Fletcher. Connor Sean O'Leary. Miles Sebastian Hall. Natalie Tamar Jones. Peyton Taylor Bell.
Jacqueline Hernandez Luis. Caitlin Diane Kimball. Matilda Lucia Serta. Addison Story Mitchell. Hendricks Johan Hope. Joaquin Villalobos. Dominic Owen Paduska. Haley Grace Gunther. Elliot Chalmer Venable. Eli Earl Holt. Carson Jonah Porsche.
Tyler Keen Deneno. Caden Keone Jekyll. Florgene Sterlin. Ronan Ashley Millard. Kiara Neve Mastis Blue. Michaela Victoria Carter. Sophia Claire Louthridge. Jason Remy Lord. Chelsea Suhey Aguera Caceres. Andrew Joseph Lindsay. Valentina Vera Navarro. River Luca Wilson.
Kenai Wea Kichaya. Ash Wu. Layla Ray Lozano. Emma Leticia Lopez. Ariana Justice Gutierrez Munoz. Dean Merrick Romarine. Emerson Elise Richens. Maddox James Bass. Michael James Delap. Sienna Catherine Truax. Sophie Grace Bruno. Garrett David Lavallee.
Divina Ruby Bazerto. Olivia Ann Smith. Jaden Ray Gianpietro. Rylan Noel Guthrie. Cole Anthony Gallagher. Braden Thomas Sutton. Israel Osiris Rodriguez. Phoebe Steenson Hadfield. Madison Reagan Key. Mackay Theodore Heiner. Janelle May Dunn. Haley McKenna Muir.
Corbin Luther Tolos Fadness. Jada Grace Ratzlas. Leila Hussam Mahmoud. Kai Joseph Lopatowski. Bryn Hope Hammerschmidt. Mikel Calzon Perea. Emily Faye Bjork. Tyler Owen Hewlett. Tamara Pompey Stroyan. Jesse Alejandro Thompson. Alexandra Michelle Warner. Bannon Mitchell Crea. Charlotte Rose Lucero. Claire Elise Weiner. Alistar Lewis Clark. Remus Clarence Zappa Litke. Owen Paul Miller. Isabella Nicole Lebron Cheramont. Malia Ann Quiros. Carson Scott Mead. Hannah Marie Hine. Anya Elise Brown. Tatiana Zoya Nett. Sophia Riley Brumley.
Tyler Austin Hupfer. Emma Jane Harriman. Harrison David Sandstedt. Isabella Kelly Dornfest. Oliver Riss Roberts. Mackenzie Tilley. Joshua Theodore Pluta. Malik Orion Degenhart. Austin James Carter. Lucia Karen Parachute Adams. Nevea Adam Gutierrez. Paul Jonathan Feist.
Jayana Latosha Gale Nelson. Denise Veronica Villalobos. Ella Josephine Swanson. Andreas Gabriel Vigil. Sierra Lynn Getch. Ayano LaVey Heaven Amaya. Omar Ahmed Gelawi. Tula Christine Stashak. Christopher Heath Wolfing. Eleanor Joanne Clark. Trevor Michael Hartman. Kira Rose Orswell.
Carson James Blakely. Levi James Harris. Sydney Maddox Martin. Jordan Reese Olszewski. Kelsey Brooke Doty. Janaba Penda Bow. Catherine Laura Hearn. Bryson Charles Brainard. Miles John Gehring. Cody Mate Bartholomew. Kiriana Maria Jose Robles. Xavier Williams Gaston.
Jeremiah Michael Wilson. Nathaniel Lee Lucero Salazar. Hannah Lee Murphy. Connor Will Chappell. Jacqueline Galvin Roman. Bryce Waylon McGahee. Logan Allen Sconning. Kira Michelle Dowling. Gunnar James Johnson. Walker Thomas Tolpa. Aiden Thor Nelson. Logan Paul Musey.
Kieran Katsumi Lawing. Lennon Werner Huffman Proctor. Xander Kane Duran. Elvis James Conti. Cole Hunter Honick. Quinn Nicole Bredemeyer. Mariana Sereda Chavez Lopez. Benjamin Roque Lopez Chavez. Aylin Guerrero Lara. Danae Guerrero Lara. Francis Healy Robinson. Jordan Kavico Robinson.
Ryan Shea Thomas. Talia Marie DiDonetto. Matthew Mark Peebley. Maxwell Edison Reitz. Parker Fount Burleson. If you can please join me one more time to give a round of applause to our class of 2024.
Outstanding job, as usual. Super proud of the class of 2024. Can I have the class of 24 and staff please stand? It is my honor to introduce to you our torchbearer, Sophie Bruno.
As our final moments together come to a close, we stand together in the presence of all alumni of Rocky Mountain High School. Rocky Mountain is our alma mater. This commencement exercise is not, as many of us wrongly think, the breaking of ties or the beginning of a life apart. Instead, it marks our initiation into the fellowship of adulthood. Rocky Mountain High School is not the campus, nor its buildings, not the faculty, nor the students at any one time. Rocky consists of all who come into and go forth from its walls, all who are touched by its influence, and all who leave with hopes and dreams. What this high school proposes to be, what it must always strive to be, is represented by the hood of achievement I wear and the symbolic torch I carry on behalf of all of us. If its symbolic light shines in us and from us, who can illuminate the light that we illuminate the darkness? Sorry. We go forth from Rocky Mountain today, but with this torch and our memories, we shall ever be a part of Rocky. I know we all think we're immortal. We're graduating. We're supposed to. But I stand here to remind you of our journey, to remind you of how far we've come and how much we've grown. I want to remind you of that scared little freshman you walking into those halls. You probably got lost. I want to remind you of that feeling of starting something new and big and scary. You're probably feeling something very similar right now. But that scared little freshman you, weird haircut and all, made it. 4 years later, and we're the graduates. We became the stories. We are added to the long history of Rocky. And that story is immortal. As you enter this next chapter of your life, don't forget that scared little freshman you. We made it this far through all of the big and scary trials of high school, and we can do it again. As we look around us today, at all of the people that helped make us who we are, it may feel like we're saying goodbye. But these people, these moments, and these memories will stay with us in everything that we do next. And in these moments, I swear, we are infinite. As we enter this next chapter of our life, look around at all the people around you. May the Lobo way stay with you as we go forth in our own journeys. Remember that the strength of the Lobo is the pack, and the strength of the pack is the Lobo. Always together as one, class of 2024, please turn your tassels.